Just want to be perfect.
You what?
Want to be perfect.
Have you ever questioned the true consequences of pursuing perfection? In today's exploration, we'll unravel the intricate web of perfectionism and identity, guided by the masterfully created psychological thriller Black Swan. Before we dive into today's topic, make sure to hit the subscribe button to join our community. Black Swan, released in 2010, is a captivating psychological thriller directed by Darren Aronofsky. The film follows the journey of Nina Sayers, portrayed by Natalie Portman, a ballerina who secures the coveted lead role in a production of Swan Lake. As she grapples with portraying both the innocent white swan and the seductive black swan, Nina's pursuit of perfection spirals into obsession and delusion. Her mental and emotional well-being crumbles as she faces dissociation, self-harm, and hallucinations. With Nina's fixation on perfection intensifying, the boundary between reality and fantasy fades, culminating in a shocking and surreal climax. In this analysis, we'll dissect the movie's complex narrative through 5 critical themes: perfectionism, identity, obsession and compulsion, dissociation, and self-harm. Let's begin by discussing the first theme, perfectionism. Nina Sayers, the protagonist of Black Swan, is a ballerina who is constantly under the immense pressure and expectations to achieve perfection. Nina experiences this pressure not only from external sources, such as her mother, who was once a ballerina herself, but also from within herself. The constant quest for perfection begins to consume Nina's every waking moment, causing her mental and emotional health to deteriorate. Additionally, Thomas, the ballet director, acts as a trigger for her perfectionism as he lives in the same skewed idea of perfection and creates a toxic environment ripe for the development of a mental crisis, as his comments fuel Nina's internal struggle with perfectionism.
You could be brilliant, but you're a coward.
The psychological toll of perfectionism is not just limited to Nina. Studies have shown that the pursuit of perfection can lead to severe mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and even suicide. According to a study conducted by Dr. Thomas Curran, the pressure to be perfect has been steadily increasing over the past few decades, resulting in a rise in mental health issues among young people. This alarming trend underscores the importance of recognizing and addressing the dangers of perfectionism in our society. Nina struggled to reconcile her sense of self with her desire to embody the dual roles of the innocent white swan and the seductive black swan, is a central focus of identity in the film. A pivotal scene that demonstrates Nina's struggle with identity is when she confronts her doppelganger in the dressing room. Nina says,
It's my turn.
to which her double replies,
It's my turn.
This exchange encapsulates Nina's internal battle between her white swan and black swan personas, as well as her fragile grasp on her own identity. As a result, Nina becomes increasingly desperate to fully embrace the darker role. Dr. Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development emphasizes the importance of identity formation throughout an individual's life. His 8-stage model suggests that individuals must pass through various challenges and crises, ultimately leading to a greater understanding of the self. Nina's struggle, while unique to her situation, resonates with the universal challenges of self-discovery and self-acceptance that many people face throughout their lives. While control is essential in achieving the impractical idea of perfection, it is also crucial to embrace vulnerability and flexibility. However, Nina's compulsive need for control and her obsession with being perfect in her performances as the Swan Queen prevents her from achieving the balance that Thomas describes. And as Black Swan progresses, we begin to see Nina's obsessive-compulsive behavior spiral out of control, culminating in delusional thoughts and actions. Nina's compulsive behavior is evident when she obsessively scratches her skin, picks at her nails, or compulsively checks her reflection. Dr. Jeffrey Schwartz, a specialist in obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, posits that compulsive behaviors can serve as a coping mechanism for individuals grappling with anxiety or distress. However, these behaviors can also lead to a downward spiral as the individual becomes more and more consumed by their obsessions. In Nina's case, her obsessions ultimately exacerbate her deteriorating mental state, leading her further down the path of self-destruction. Her struggle with obsession and compulsion serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing our thoughts and behaviors to consume us, even when we believe we're pursuing a worthy goal. We hope you're enjoying this video. If you find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Dissociation explores Nina's recurring experiences of detachment from reality. Throughout the film, we see her lose her grip on reality as her own identity becomes increasingly fractured. This is exemplified in a scene where Nina sees her reflection in a mirror, apparently acting independently, symbolizing her disassociation from her sense of self. A powerful example of disassociation in the film is when Nina encounters her doppelganger at a party. Her double appears to be enjoying herself and interacting with others in a way that Nina never could, highlighting the protagonist's fractured sense of self and her disassociation from her own identity. According to Dr. Marlene Steinberg, disassociation can be a psychological response to trauma or stress. It may function as a protective mechanism, allowing individuals to temporarily escape from overwhelming emotions or experiences. However, this coping mechanism can also have detrimental consequences when it interferes with one's ability to function in everyday life. Lastly, we'll discuss the theme of self-harm. Nina's quest for perfection leads her to engage in self-destructive behaviors, such as scratching her skin until she bleeds. In one scene, she extracts a feather from a bloody wound, a powerful symbol of her self-inflicted pain and her fusion with the Black Swan persona. In a scene where Nina's self-destructive tendencies come to the forefront, she stands in front of a mirror, using a shard of broken glass to carve a bloody wound into her own skin. This shocking moment underscores the depth of Nina's emotional pain and her willingness to inflict physical harm upon herself in her quest for perfection. As Nina's mental state deteriorates, her self-harming behaviors escalate, further underscoring the film's exploration of the dark side of perfection and identity. To sum up, Black Swan masterfully delves into the themes of perfectionism, identity, obsession and compulsion, disassociation, and self-harm, showcasing the potential dangers of an unrelenting pursuit of perfection and the struggle for self-identity. By examining these themes, we gain a deeper understanding of the complex psychological landscape of the film's protagonist, Nina Sayers. The film's creative and surreal imagery enhances the exploration of mental health themes, making Black Swan a powerful and thought-provoking experience that lingers in the viewer's mind long after the credits roll. As we've dissected the dark side of perfection and identity through Black Swan, it's essential to remember that mental health is a complex and deeply personal issue. If you or someone you know is struggling, please seek professional help. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the twisted world of Black Swan. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.